Hello, 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 my collective. How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy birthday to my Libras. Happy, happy birthday. We are starting a new week in our October. Our October's going pretty fast, guys. I feel like we just started and here we are already. Um, so the energy that I'm feeling for the collective is that someone wants to come in and apologize. I feel like they kind of really want to cock block. I hate to say that word, but they want to block you in the beginning, and that's because they don't want you to move on without them. But they still have some things going on in their life that they need to address and put it into. Okay, they just feel like you're moving on without them, and they don't want that. They don't want you to have a new beginning without them because they do have love for you. They do have feelings for you, but they need to wrap some things up. They're still entangled in a lot of things. But I also feel like some things are getting revealed, not only to them, but to you. Okay, they're coming out. I feel like they're just kind of catching up to where you are, too, as well. So, what I want to see is what the energy is, what's getting revealed. And I feel like the things that are getting revealed because it's time for you to put closure because you need to heal them. All right. So it's a time for really healing, closure, and just soul lessons. What did you have to learn? What do they have to learn? And just move on. Okay. So let's just tap into that energy this morning and see, spirit guides. What was it that my collective needed to learn? What is it that their partner, their person needed to learn? What is the energy for the collective? So we can tap into that. What's the energy? Thank you. That was pretty quick. Walking away. It's time for you to walk away. I feel like you're walking away from some things that are just not healthy for you. Some things that were toxic. Toxic. Why did I say toxic? That were toxic for you, and you're being guided to walk away from it. If you could see that light in there, you have ancestors, your spirit guide are guiding you towards a new beginning for things that are going to be more healthy for you. Okay, you guys needed to let go of things that no longer served you, things that are no longer beneficial for you. Okay, I feel like you did cross paths with someone that taught you a lot, that taught you a lot about yourself. Maybe some negative patterns of behaviors that you had. Maybe you were overgiving in a situation, giving too much of your love, giving too much of your energy, giving too much of your time. Okay, um, putting others ahead of you. And you needed to recognize that. You needed to heal that. Maybe you were in codependent love, giving to the wrong people, allowing people to continue to pull on you in ways that were unhealthy, and unhealthy attachments. All right, and it could have been because of things that were it stemmed from your childhood. Just some patterns that you needed to recognize, that you needed to heal. Is a 27, which falls down to a 9, which is what we're in now, the current year of the 9. Nines do represent completion. All right, some of you probably went through a phase which was your hermit phase, and that's when we go within ourselves. We do a lot of introspection. We take a look within, what we need to heal. Sometimes we pull away from other people. We spend time alone. Sometimes we just don't want to be bothered. We have like time periods where we do feel like we want to be around people, but then once we're around them and we get that, you know, fulfillment from them, then we want to kind of just go back into our own safe haven where we just feel like, okay, I've had enough of dealing with people. Now I just kind of want to just spend some time from by myself. Ward 14, when I say that, I just want to be alone. I just kind of want to retreat into my own home, my own safe space. I've had enough, of other people's energy. And that might be because you're an empath. You're just pulling on them, okay? And you're pulling enough of their energy, and now you want to retreat to your own, but you are walking away from what no longer serves you. Okay, so give me another card. Thank you. The thinking man. You're listening to your intuition, and some of you might have met someone that is now sitting back and thinking. They're using their intuition and they're being guided to maybe come back towards you, rather to give you closure, Maybe someone you're going to meet someone who's very spiritual, or you do have a gentleman in your life that is very spiritual or teaching you and guiding you in some type of way. All right. Either he's coming or he's trying to come back to you. He's pulling on you. Okay. Someone who's a teacher, a leader in some sense. Some of you may have met someone who is thinking about the past, taking a look back now that you're gone, all right, and seeing that his time with you is up. Um, he's thinking about how he's messed up with you. He may not have an opportunity to come back to you, but he's also strategically thinking about how he can get you back. But he's feeling like it's over. It is really over this time because it's the 46, which goes on to a 10, and 10 speaks about completion too, an end of a cycle, a transformation. So, and he's being enlightened now. He's seeing clear now what your role was in their life. He's seeing clear now who you were, but he's also seeing that you're walking away from him to a new beginning, a new start. And now he's seeing clear that he does that, you know, your relationship with him is completely over. It's just not, you're not repeating a cycle with him, okay? And even if this is a woman with masculine energy, they're now seeing that they've done too much. They've said too much. You know, they missed an opportunity, that what they had with you is over. That love that you've given to them, you're no longer going to give it to them again. Okay. So that is what they're starting to see. And they're really thinking about, oh my gosh, I really lost a good thing. You know, I may have put my attention elsewhere one too many times and not really put my attention on the collective where it needed to be. You know, they had a choice. They needed to choose between you and someone else or something else, and they were at a crossroad and they didn't know what decision to make. And either they waited too long to make a decision and you made the decision that you needed to move on because they were taking too much time to make a decision to choose you, or either they chose the wrong decision. But either way, they had two paths in front of them, a karmic path and a spiritual path. And this person just did not choose to go on that spiritual journey with you. And this is what they're thinking now. They're thinking about the fact that they did not make that choice, or the fact that they did choose the wrong path. It's now their karma that they no longer are going to be able to be with you. Okay, that a cycle with you has come to an end. And that's what they're now seeing. That's what they're now realizing. That's their revelation. Okay, this is their soul lesson. Yeah, and they were in the head about it, or either you at some point were in your head about it, but now you're not. Okay, you're no longer in anxiety. You're no longer experiencing anxiety about this. This is an 18, so this can talk about 18s do talk about the moon, your intuition and dreams. So I do feel like that there was a point that you were indecisive about should you stay or should you move, leave the situation, because you were, you know, confused. But I feel like your spirit guides came in and they removed that confusion from you. Okay, you're no longer in that mental anxiety any longer. All right. Um, whatever problems were in your way, whatever was causing you to feel anxiety, you're now feeling more relaxed. All right. You have mastered an old habit. The worries that you had, they're free. You know, the anxieties you felt within, they're gone. All right. You now are more relaxed. You're more at peace. You're maintaining trust within yourself. You're having faith about your journey. You let go of any difficulties that there were, any fear, any thoughts, they fade away. They're now in the distance from you. Okay, you're now trusting the journey ahead and knowing that whatever the universe has for you, you know, it's going to work in your favor. I do feel like there are some things, because it's the 18, which talks about the moon, there are some things that are still hidden from you, okay? But I feel like in time they will be revealed. Some of them, not everything, because you really don't need to know everything, all right? Because You know enough. Enough was revealed to you by your spirit guides to know to walk away. You didn't have the intuition, the nudge to say that you need to release something and let it go. You don't need to know all the conversation, all the things that were done behind your back, all the things that caused you hurt. You don't need to experience all of that hurt that the universe and God and divine saw. Okay, you just needed to know that, hey, this is not healthy. I feel that something's not right here. I need to let it go. I need to move on. I'm going to release these anxieties. There is something toxic going on, okay? And 18 does go down to 29, which is this year. So this year, this pattern, you guys have released a lot of things. And we are now in the harvest moon season, which is talking about letting things go as well. And what you've done is you have taken a lot of what you've dealt with, a lot of that hurt, a lot of that pain. You're manifesting it now, and you're turning it into power. So you're coming back much stronger. You built your confidence. You've putting that self love in. You're taking that energy and you're alchemizing it. Okay, and you're alchemizing it to know that I need to put boundaries. I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to let it take over me. I'm not going to be an, oh, whoa, it's me. I'm never going to love again. I'm never going to do this. No, you decided, okay, yes, I experienced something. So what am I going to do with what I experienced? I'm going to turn that and I'm going to help others. I'm going to teach others. I'm going to use what I've learned, my experience from what I've gone through, to maybe help somebody else not have to go through that, or maybe share my experience with other people to let them know they're not alone. You're alchemizing that power. You're taking that and you're turning it to do something better for yourself. And because you're doing so, new opportunities are coming for you in love, in business, in money, in health, okay? This is a 53, which goes down to an 8, which talks about also karma, dharma, overcoming obstacles, okay? Moving forward, it talks about your change, your attainment, your strength. It talks about a star, all right? You're recognizing that everything you need is within you. You have what you need. You don't need a person to come in and give you closure or anything. You give it to yourself. But what is going on? Tell me more about this walking away. Okay, because you're walking away, you have the Ace of Wands, all right? This does talk about a new beginning, inspiration. You're walking away with a lot of passion, a lot of confidence, okay? A lot of courage, all right? You have grown. You are still growing, okay? You're being creative. So some of you are starting a new venture in business, probably opening a new job opportunity, starting a new business yourself, possibly. If not, you may have got a pay raise on your job, or a new position, maybe 12, 21 when I said that. Perhaps you went from just being employed to a supervisor or a manager, all right? Maybe you moved up in a company, or again, maybe you're starting your own business. You left that to go to another job that has better opportunities or room for growth as well. You definitely have moved forward. You definitely found the strength and you're moving away. Some of you might be a Cancer specifically, or just a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, all right? You're taking control of your life and you're moving forward. See, a 7 and a 1 is an 8, which I talked about. An 8 is being very prevalent at this time. This is showing me that you've gained your strength back, okay? Maybe there was a point in time where you let someone else take the lead over you, and you've lost your strength, okay? You lost your self-worth and your value, but you found that now, and now you're moving forward, okay? You're no longer in your head. You've gotten your power back, all right? This is a 2 of Wands in reverse, so that can talk about this person, this thinking man, and confirming that him now thinking. There was a point in his life where he did not know what choice to make between you and someone else, or what path to take, all right? And he lacked the confidence, and he did not progress forward, and he's not progressing forward with you. And he realized that because he took too long to make a choice or a decision about you, and because he did not invest in you, because he did not pour love into you, that now he missed the opportunity with you, okay? So he will not, this is a failed partnership now, and now he sees that. He now has clarity that you are no longer a part of his life. You are no longer an option for you, okay? There will not be a relationship with you. That he will not pass go. He will not collect 200. That is it. He has to go back around and repeat a cycle. See, your person could have been married as well. He could have already had a family situation. And that's why he didn't move forward with you, whether he told you that or not. And that might be something that might be revealed to you. He was celebrating and starting a new beginning with someone else. And that's what he chose. He chose to stay in another family dynamic. You couldn't have had kids with this person, okay, as well. And this person may have children with someone else, and that's the family that he wanted to. All right. He choose You choose, because he chose to go back to that family situation. You chose to take a leap of faith and go in another direction, okay? And that's what you're doing. You've gotten your freedom. You're going on a new beginning. You don't know, and you didn't know what lied ahead or what lies ahead, but all you knew was you did not want to stay stuck in a situation that was not working for you. You may be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You were just taking a risk. You decided you were going to take a risk and go for a new beginning. And because you did so, this person is in their head with this Four of Cups. They are in their head. They are dissatisfied with their life, okay? They are now doing some introspection and wondering, why didn't I go? Why didn't I take a leap of faith for the collective? Why did I choose to stay in the situation that I'm in, that I'm not really happy in, okay? My love, my heart is really with the collective. Yes, I'm in this situation, and it's not all that bad, but I'm not happy in it. I just have stability here. And this what that person chose. They chose a situation that they felt stable in, okay? They felt like their situation the other situation they had was just stable, it was secure. They know 1555, and I say that no matter what they do, it was going to be there. So, and they felt like coming towards you, they were taking a risk, and they were afraid of taking a risk, okay? So they did not take that leap towards you. That was the whole wait. That was the whole indecision. But you didn't, you got tired of waiting. So you took a leap elsewhere, okay? And because you did so, this person, they're really just in their head. They're not happy, all right? They're not happy at all. They missed an opportunity with you. See, God was handing them an opportunity, a great opportunity of a new beginning, okay? But they did not take it. And because they did not take it, they know now that they missed this opportunity. They're not going to be able to explore new ground with you, new things with you. But you're going out and you're exploring new things. You're exploring new grounds. You're having new beginnings to make money. You're gonna have your business is going to take off. Okay, you're focused on what you want to do. Again, you could have had a child with this person. Um, and they're not experiencing, I feel like they're not even experiencing life with that child. They're not in that child's life with this. They missed the opportunity too to be a part of this child's life as well, because they did something else. I feel like they may have walked away with a child, from a child, possibly a young son. If you have this with this child, with this person, and they're in their head about that too. All right, they're in their head about that too. What else, Spirit Guides? Thank you. I have one, two, three, four cards. Four cards coming out. Four cards talk about structure, foundation, stability, planning. This person is planning to come to you and say something to you, okay? They definitely are. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to tell you that they're missing you, they're grieving you, okay? They regret the things that they've done. They regret walking away from you. If you have a child, this person, they regret walking away from that child. They regret not being there for you or this child, okay? They regret not having a beginning, starting a beginning with you, all right? Being a source of support, not supporting you. If you have a young child, they regret not offering you financial support, not being there to help you to raise this child financially as well, or physically. This person regrets not providing for you guys. They do see you are out here starting in the beginning. They do see you as having material support as well, manifesting, taking new opportunities, having new opportunities in business for you, money coming in for you. Okay, some of you may have met someone else and you may be starting a new relationship. All right, something that's really manifesting with a lot with with a lot of mutual attraction. All right, a balanced relationship where there's equal give and take. Somebody who's pouring into you emotionally, physically, and financially, and they see you building this relationship with someone else, this new beginning, and they don't like it. They're jealous about it, okay? And you really have them in their head. They're really looking at that. The person that wants to come to you may possibly be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that's really looking at you starting a new beginning with someone else, and that has them in their head, all right? And it's causing also some family conflict within their relationship because they can't focus on the relationship that they have with this other person because they're too busy thinking about you. They're, I'm getting in my throat now. They're too busy thinking about you. They're too busy missing you. They're too busy thinking about what they had. They're too busy having regret about walking away from you and possibly a child, okay? They're also dealing with some financial loss, so they may be missing out on some job opportunities. They may also not be in a position where they're not able to really meet their bills. Either them or the person that they're with is dealing with financial loss, and they're having to pick up the slack. Somebody's picking up the slack on the for the other person, and it's causing some family conflict as well. All right, because there's a lack of stability there. Maybe they tried to get a business off the ground, it did not work. It's not coming through like they expected it to. Okay, I feel like there's also not a lot of love in this relationship, and not a lot of intimacy as well in this relationship. All right, because this person is just not happy. They don't want to be there. They're thinking about what they had and what they lost. Tell me more about what's going on with this person in this relationship, with this family conflict, this potential marriage. Yeah, they've been thinking about separating or getting divorced from the person that they're with. That's what I told you I felt. Okay, and it's because they want to be with you. They want to be with you. They went back towards that because they felt like it was stable. But it's the stability, regardless of how stable they thought it was safe to go there, but they're not happy there, okay? And I think that for a while, because you were still in the picture, they still had your energy. I feel like when they went there, and because they still had you, it was working, only because when they were having, fights at home, conflicts at home, or didn't have peace in their home life, they would come and spend time with you, and that balanced it out. But when you decide to walk away, now it really, them not having peace at home is really amplified, because now they don't have you, okay, and they're missing you, all right, and now they're seeing where their peace was. All right. Now they're saying it was always you. They chose wrong. They should have stayed with you if they wanted to be happy. But that's not what they did, because they were so busy worrying about material comfort. Okay. So they chose money and material comfort over love. But now they're seeing the bigger picture. Now they know that you were their support. You were there to support them. You were there to help them heal. You were there to bring them peace. And now they want to come towards you. Okay. But you don't want to hear it, because now you don't care, because you knew all along that, hey, like, we were supposed to be together. We were supposed to have a family, but they were so busy playing games, because they were listening to their fake friends tell them, oh, don't leave home to be with that person. That's just a temporary thing. You can't leave your family for them. And these fake friends that just wanted them to stay low vibrational, they just wanted them to stay karmic, they just wanted them to continue partying, smoking, drinking, sleeping around. They didn't want to see them in a happy, loving relationship, because their fake friends probably don't have happy, loving relationships, and they're cheating and doing things with their significant others, and they want your person to do the same thing with them, okay? But your person is now seeing that their friends gave them bad advice, all right? And now your person is just in this mind thing where they're like, no, now I see. Y'all were fake friends. Y'all led me in the wrong direction. Y'all made me miss that opportunity with the one that I really should have been with. Now my life is hell. I don't want to be here, and now I can't be with them because they're with somebody else, and your person blowing hot and cold, and things are just popping off. There's conflicts all over the place between the friends, between the significant other. They want to get a divorce. They blaming everybody, but they really need to blame themselves, because they really should have just listened to their own intuition and done what their intuition told them to do. But now they want to tell people, they want to set things straight. They want to come in with you and set things straight and tell them that, tell you why they didn't choose you. They want to tell these friends off because the friends told them what to do, and they listened to their advice, all right? But the whole thing is, your person just needed to be validated. They needed the attention. They want the attention. And I feel like they wanted you to come in and chase them, okay? They wanted you to compete with whoever this other person was, just to show them that you loved them more. You wanted them more. So they wanted you to just really run behind them and make them feel like they were so special or they were the one, because they needed that outside validation, that all the attention from other people to make them feel whole. So you had somebody that was a cheater, that was a player, that they needed this attention to make them feel good because they have insecurities, okay? And they were a cheater, and you found out that they were a cheater, and that's why you walked away. But you walking away from this person now has this person. Yeah, see, you caught this person. You caught this person in their cheating, whether you physically caught them, saw something, heard something, or intuitively got the download from your ancestors, your divine, your spirits. You know that they were cheating on you. And because you walked away, your person's jealous. They're jealous because they know that somebody else is going to get the love, the love that you have, the unconditional love and support that you give, that you gave to them. They know somebody else is going to experience it, okay? And it's making them very upset. And they know that it's because of their trashy ways, their trashy behaviors, that you walked away. And this is why they're mad. This is why they're mad. They're very angry. They're very angry that you kicked them to the curb, that you walked away. They're very angry, but they're blaming their friends. But they can't blame their friends. They can't blame their friends because they were the one having the private relationships behind your back. It was them. But, they were the one out here fulfilling fantasies, not the friends. Them. That's the whole thing. But now they're stuck to somebody they can't get rid of because the person that they hooked up with don't want to go anywhere. Even if they tell this person, well, I don't, they don't want to be bothered with them, that person is just bugging the hell out of them. All right. And I feel like also this person, if you tell them you don't want to hear it, they're going to stop bugging you because they don't want to let you go once they get out of this situation. All right. But this person wants to leave who they're with to come towards you because they're watching you. They're watching you have a new beginning with someone else. And it's bothering them. It is bothering them. All right? You don't care. You feel like this relationship is over. It's over. You discarded this relationship. It is over. Give me something else. No, I don't want this. Give me the karmic lesson. What was the karmic lesson? Like, this person did all of this, and I felt like my collective had to go through this for what? Restore the broken self. Parts of you were left behind in pain. Call them home. You are ready to become whole again. So you had to go through this, collective, because there were some parts of you that were broken that you needed to heal. Exactly what I said from the beginning. So this person taught you something, and I feel like with them cheating, okay, from this storyline, them not choosing you and choosing someone else, I feel like this was a self-worth lesson. Okay, you had to build your self-worth. You needed to know that you were worth more than being an option, somebody's option. You needed to learn your value. You needed to know that you're a priority. And if they can't see your worth, your value, then you need to move on. 27, when I say that. You needed to heal that. Maybe some of you had a parent that was not there, an absent parent, a male figure, perhaps a father. And because that father wasn't there to teach you, that fatherly love that the man that a father can give to a daughter, that you were looking for that from this masculine. And that's why you were broken. And that's why you allowed yourself for a while to be part of this triangle relationship, or allow this person to take their time in choosing you until you got tired of them taking their time to choose you. It was like, hey, I'm waiting for my dad to come home. I'm waiting for my dad to come home. He's going to come home. He's going to call me. He's going to love me. He's going to want to be a father to me. But, and that's how this man was. You were waiting. Oh, he's going to choose me. He's going to choose me. And then just like the father who never comes and starts a family somewhere else, this man did the same thing, right? Well, you needed to heal that. So this man represent like this absent father for you. So you needed to know that, hey, if you don't choose me, that's fine. Like, I don't need you to choose me because I choose myself. I know who I am, and I don't need you to choose me. You either like me or you don't. You want me or you don't. Like, they should have known from the beginning, like, if they wanted something with you or not. It should not have taken all this time. And you have all these wands out here, okay? So these wands out here lets me know that you gave them time. You gave them a lot of time. Give me another soulmate. Thank you. Release the soul burden. What you carry in silence still shapes your path. Speak it, feel it, and finally let it go. Like, so let it go, guys. You know, whatever you hold it inside, whatever regrets, whatever hurt from the past, like, you gotta let it go. Because that's what's shaping you now. 29, 29, right? And I say that. That's what's making you have these relationships. Like, you have to let go whatever you're harboring inside, because that's, you're choosing these relationships based off of prior things, and most likely either from a previous relationship or from childhood, and you have to let it go so that you can choose wisely for yourself. Okay, so let me give you an angel message, and then we're going to wrap this up with this. What's the angel message from my, oh, thank you, that was quick. No, if this person comes back to you, it's a no. Let it go. It's a no. All right. He didn't choose you the first time. He, she, they didn't choose you the first time because they want to go back where they thought was comfortable. They want to listen to their friends, start listening to themselves, instead of seeing your work, seeing their value. They put you through a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. All right. So now that they're unhappy in the other relationship, now that they realize the grass wasn't greener, now that you had to go heal yourself, and for some of you, they didn't support you financially, physically, or emotionally with a child, okay, and they walked away from not only you but from a child, all right, and left you alone, because now life is hard for them. They want to come back to you for you to baby them and make them feel better. So no, it's a no. The angels say no. Okay, so this is my reading for you. If it resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I put my next reading out. Always sending you love and blessings. And again, happy birthday, Libras. Have a great week.